Cameron here, and today I want to talk about a really cool run play I saw run by the Browns against the Bengals last night. But getting into that gives you an opportunity to nerd out about offensive line plays, so we're going to start off by doing that. All right, so two plays everyone's got to know, and I think everybody watching this probably already does know: power and counter. Okay, pretty related plays, but we'll just go over the basics. Tackle, guard, we're going to double team this particular guy, work our way up to Will. Center, you got the nose. Hey, backside tackle, take most dangerous end man line scrimmage. Guard, okay, you're going to pull, and on counter, you're going to kick out and man line of scrimmage here. On power, you're going to pull up, take that line back there, and then if we've got a tight end, he's going to be responsible for the other guy. So on power, he's going up here. Power, he's going here. Counter, he's working his way up to the mic. Okay, all right, basic stuff. Everyone probably already knows that. Okay, but we just wanted to make clear as far as the distinction goes of what power and counter is based on simply what this guy is doing. Okay. Next concept I want to talk about briefly is fold blocks. Well, fold blocks is where you got two or more offensive linemen that involves one offensive lineman down blocking a defensive lineman, and the other offensive lineman pulls around. Okay. So just as classic example, you we'll just use this one right here. All right, so let's say we wanted to run outside zone weak over here to this side. But this guy is out here in a ghost 9 technique. He's just miles away from the tackle. This guy's in a 4-eye. Okay, well, we could try uselessly and in vain to try to reach each one of those individuals, but honestly, it's probably not going to happen. Okay, at best, they're going to push those guys towards the sideline, and you might be able to get a bit of a hole here, maybe. Okay, might work. So sometimes offensive linemen, when the two of them at least agree, will go, okay, you know what, we're not going to do that. Okay, this sounds like a really, really tough block for each of us. We don't see it working, so we'll just fold this. Tackle would down block this particular defensive end here. Guard's going to pull, wrap around, to hit and kick out this outside linebacker. And a lot of time when these guys are aligned a little bit off from, I guess, your normal 4-down looks, fold blocks can be a wonderful opportunity to generate a much wider hole, a much greater space for the running back to run in. But that's only happens when this individual, for example, isn't playing a normal, let's say, 5 technique. He's out here and it goes 9. Okay, he's playing 5 technique. You don't want to fold that. Okay. Now, actually, that gets me into something as far as that goes when it comes to weak outside zone. All right. So there's a few different ways in which to generate space on weak outside zone. Just wanted to mention another one because it's kind of cool. Number one, never do this when there's a 3 technique there because you're going to end up getting your guard in a terrible, terrible spot. Only do it when there's a nose. Open B gap. That's the rule. All right. So you could potentially, say I'm going to go try to reach that guy. But oftentimes it's a little bit better to be craftier, more intelligent about the way you're going to do this. So one of the classic ways to generate space from weak outside zone is for this tackle to actually pass set initially, get this guy flying upfield, and then kick him out. And then guard, center, will work their way up. But all of this generates this massive hole right in here for the running back to go through. And all you did was pass set. You got that dude going, yes, I'm finally getting a great opportunity to go after the quarterback from a 9 technique, and you just kick him out. It's great. It's awesome. You should totally do it. All right. So again, full blocks. It's all about the leverage that you ultimately have in that particular situation. Okay. So if you see it, go for it. All right. I should also mention that not all offensive line coaches will allow their offensive linemen to run full blocks on their own. Like the offensive line coach will tell them when they're allowed to do it, but other offensive line coaches are of the mind, well, if these two guys agree, go for it. Okay, if both of you think it's a good idea, and 9 times out of 10 it probably is. Okay, now if it doesn't work the first couple times and you guys keep doing it, okay, we're going to have words. But hey, you want to try it the first time because both of you think it worked? Go for it. Okay. Now that we've gone over all that fun stuff, just the nitty-gritty basics, we're now going to talk about G. I'm making Will, I'm making Sam, Baker's goes here, got this guy here, and he's about there. Okay. All right. So this one is essentially your old G play with the addition of a fullback. Now, G is where this guy, he's going to be pulling to kick out end man line of scrimmage on the front side of a play. Okay? And again, you generally don't want to do that when this guy's lined wide. Okay? If he's tight on the tight end, not a good idea. Not a good plan because he's going to squeeze this entire thing down and there's not going to be much of a hole there. But if he's aligned wide, this can be great. Okay. He's going to work his way up. He's going to take here. He's going to kick out. But what made this play particularly fun is this guy right up onto the Sam. Okay? And I like this particular combination because everybody on the play side of the offensive line gets good leverage and on their particular individual. And the fullback has a nice, long, clear path which he can watch for the Sam coming to fit, and therefore be able to adjust himself. One of the things that can be very difficult for many, many fullbacks is that they don't get much of an opportunity to get their eyes on the target, track it, before they ultimately have to block it. In this particular situation, he's got a long, nice ways for you ultimately to be able to track him, get up there, and blow him apart. So, that's the cool play that I saw. And I think it's a nice adjustment. But part of the reason why I wanted to talk about it was what particular front are the Bengals in? It's Tite Front. All right. So I think some form of G play like this one, though maybe not the fullback being a part of it, maybe instead an H-back, maybe a thing that we see in 2020 in college football. Because this right here, not a great opportunity to, say, for example, run zone, but you're talking about the angles you get off G. Oh man, this is starting to look pretty fantastic. So you could even, for example, let's say the quarterback's in shotgun, running backs to the side, have the running back lead and take out the Sam. Anyway, as always, I hope you found this enjoyable and informative.